restricted by policy from being brought into the venue. Any person who does not comply with this spectator code of behaviour or who otherwise causes a disturbance may be evicted from the venue and may be banned from attending.
That was almost came on you. Because the league did that. Anyway, all right, okay, good. Just thought I'd... All right, no worries. Cheers, mate.
Guys, I actually pushed them back. Technically, when they step out, they're going to be outside the box. George, yeah, actually put them back. Can you put your chairs back? Well, they got the 40, so we'll tell them. Thanks, mate.
It's time for your lineups. Starting with Adelaide City. Okoya Rock, number 4. Number 5, Karen Stokes. Number 7, Daniel Bresson. Number 8, Raphael Lier. Number 9, Matthew Dorber. Number 10, Nicholas Joseph Bucko.
Put those on and just test 1, 2.
1, 2, 1, 2. It's TK Shutter Reserve. It's Friday Night Football, and Peter is very excited.
Number 41, George Zacharias, and their coach, Barney Smith. Now for your MetroStars. Number 2, Massio Jones. Number 3, Lachlan Zappler. Number 4, Noah McNamara. Number 5, Christian D'Angelo. Number 6, Jackson Fortunato. Number 7, Hamish Gow. Number 8, Christian Satira. Number 10, Daniel Cavuto. Number 11, Cameron Woodfin. Number 12, Ricardo Lipiello. Number 14, Eduardo Castaneda. Number 15, Nicholas Pedicini. Number 16, Stefan Tantari. Number 17, Salu Kamara. Number 18, your captain, Fabian Barbiero. Number 19, Mohammed Beniti. Number 20, Jagajet Shrefter. Number 22, Jackson Walls. Number 23, Scott Nagel. Number 25, Michael Chidadini. Number 26, Ren Nagamatsu. Number 35, Alessio Ruggiero. And number 50, Cody Ostrak. And your coach, Adam Van Dommel. Adam Holmes, Daniel Greystone, Giorgio Capaccio, Stefan Carley, and Anthony Bredden. behind your sides here at TK Shutter Reserve. MetroStars fans, let's make some noise for your boys. They're going to be out here very shortly. Adelaide City fans, they're here making some noise as well. It's going to be a great night of football here at TK Shutter Reserve.
It's never too late to improve your strength, balance, well-being and independence. Our Strength for Life program encourages all older South Australians to start moving and enjoy an active lifestyle, make friends, build strength and inevitably age well. Strength for Life sessions are offered in almost 100 locations across South Australia, with new sites opening all the time. Check out the COTA SA website to find your nearest location.
Strength for Life is an individualised program which is delivered in a group setting. We aim to keep older South Australians connected with their community, preventing social isolation and also keeping their bodies strong, flexible, managing falls and keeping them engaged. We're super excited to be partnering with Football SA at this state-of-the-art location. It's a beautiful venue. It will really benefit the local community through the Northfield and Jeps Cross surrounding areas to be able to access Strength for Life. And together we are working to improve everyone's futures.
Goes top corner and is in.
A captain's contribution for Luke Klimek.
Ridden in the stars for Nicholas Foucault.
Oh my God! It's another one from my protect. It's Fabian Barbiero.
Your NPL champions, Adelaide United.
Good evening and welcome to TK Shutter Reserve for Week 3 of the RAA NPL Finals action here in South Australia. Tonight, the MetroStars host Adelaide City in the second leg after a 0-0 draw at Adelaide City Park last week. It's all to play for here tonight to see who progresses through to the grand final next weekend. Alongside me tonight for this huge clash is David Grant. David, welcome, and thanks for joining me on such short notice.
Well, it was short notice, wasn't it? There I was doing the gardening and all those chores that my wife's been asking me to do for the last 6 or 7 months that we've had football, and the call came in from Connie, you're off the bench, Granty, and you're into the starting 2.
The joys of football, I guess.
Yes.
Well, let's get straight into it. Let's have a look at the starting lineups here for both teams. We'll start with the MetroStars, who are the home side. Number 4, Noah McNamara. Number 6, Jackson Fortunato. Number 7, Hamish Gow. Number 8, Christian Satira. Number 11, Cameron Woodfin, the captain. Number 18, Fabian Barbiero. Number 22, Jackson Walls. Number 23, Scott Nagel. Number 25, Michael Chittadini. Number 26, Ren Nagamatsu. And the goalkeeper, number 50, Cody Ostrike. Danny Greystone is the head coach of MetroStars. And for the visiting Adelaide City, number 4, Akok Arok. Number 5, Kieran Stokes. Number 7, Daniel Brazan. Number 9, Matthew Dorber. Number 10, Nicholas Bucco. Number 11, Paddy Carachia. Number 12, Nicholas Francisi. Number 14, Adam Pishkineri. Number 22, Juan Gutierrez. Number 25, Luis Laurie Latanzio. Number 33, Dakota Oxenham. Head coach for Adelaide City is Paul Pazos. We are moments away from this one kicking off, David. You got down to last week to have a look at the game. What did you make of the first leg at Adelaide City Park? I rushed there after a game that I was involved in beforehand, and so I really only saw much the second half, really. But look, it was a very tight tussle. A feisty encounter as well. There was a little bit of argy-bargy in it, which was refreshing to see in its own kind of little way. So, look, it was a tight tussle. I think neither side wanted to give. And I think maybe caution was the nature of the play as the events unfolded. But this is going to be a different encounter, I think, because there has to be a winner tonight, right, Connie? That's it. We can't go away from here with another 0-0 draw. Or we can have a 0-0 draw at the end of 90, but we will end up with extra time and possible penalties if that is the case. As we look at the referees for tonight, we've got Christian Verdicchio in the middle. He is our central referee tonight, telling teams that they need to swap ends after the coin toss was done. We look at the results, David. If we just go back to obviously last week was a 0-0 draw. Round 21, Adelaide City come here to TK Shutter Reserve and they won 4-0, which was probably the biggest kind of upset, because if MetroStars won that game that week, they would have won the minor premiership. They had to wait. They were kind of embarrassed in a way. I did hear the fallout from that was that they had a rough sort of couple of days after that with, meetings and stuff like that. So they're probably going to come out with all guns blazing tonight, aren't they? Yeah, I mean, that game was a bit of a shock. At the time, Adelaide City were on the rise. If you remember, they'd won their first 2 games of the season and then had lost about 7 in a row. Then they won about 8 in a row, and that 4-0 win here at TK Shutter Reserve was on the back of a solid run that Adelaide City had. They'd drawn 2-2 in the first meeting between the two earlier on in the season, but yeah, it would have been an absolute. What does bollocking, getting your hair blown off? Is that what they call it? Yeah. I'm not sure what you're talking about the blow dryer.
Yeah, that's that one. Yes, I knew there was a term for it.
Yeah, the blow dryer. Yeah, that's normally what happens when you
The
put in an ordinary performance. That's the Australian term anyways. I don't know what's the Scottish term?
Well, bollocking's what we would have said, yeah. But I don't know, maybe that's a rude word here, I don't know. Forgive me if it is.
Christian Verdicchio is about to kick us off here. It's going to be Nicholas Bucco and Matt Dorber to start things off, and it's Adelaide City straight on the front foot. As we've mentioned, 0-0 in the first leg, meaning this game is evenly poised, and there can only be one winner that goes through to the grand final next week. An early throw in for Adelaide City. You can hear that both lots of supporters. We've got the MetroStars youngsters with the drums and the old celery squad of Adelaide City.
Yep. As the ball comes across the middle there, so just to tap you on the shoulder, look like Bucco maybe had a wee half chance, but it has gone wide off Matthew Dauber's cross. But yeah, the kids with the hooters and the drums are here, so it's quite an atmosphere, isn't it? They've had to swap ends about 3 times though, because they've just followed Dakota Oxenham around to try and put him off, and they were never sure what end he was going to be at. But he's on the left hand of your screen just now, folks, as we get underway here.
And that is where those MetroStars young fellas are heading with those horns, as you can hear them in the background. A couple of early throw-ins and a little bit of a mistimed header there by Stokes, as given MetroStars a throw in fairly deep in their own half at this point of the game. Barbiero. Padicchio lets that one go. You can just see a little bit of a swirl on the players' jumpers as that breeze goes from right to left. So it might play a bit of a part in what sort of outcome is played with the ball on the ground more so than in the air. As we see that one there, it makes its way across the park, but again, held up in the breeze.
You mentioned there Kieran Stokes. He comes into this lineup. Jared Abichu is not in the squad this week, so Kieran Stokes comes in his place, which is a change from the lineup that Adelaide City had last week.
Yeah, no, Jared Abichu is a huge out for Adelaide City.
Kieran Stokes isn't a bad replacement though, is he, Connie?
No, well, this Adelaide City team's got so much depth as Laurie Lattanzio has a go from distance. Takes a deflection. One of those players, as I was about to mention, the depth that they brought in at the start of the season. Laurie Lattanzio was one of those players. Stokes was the other. Pishkineri, Abichu. I could probably keep going on, but yeah, that's just to name a few. Karachia.
Dauber and Bucco are coming into this starting 11. They were on the bench last week. And Raphael Leai and Fergus Lynch are the two that dropped to the bench from the starting 11 from last week. So three changes from the starting 11 for last week from Paul Pezos as Bucco prepares to take the corner.
It is Bucco who delivers. It's Karachia on the volley.
He almost hit it right back at Bucco.
His radar was a bit off, but the idea would have been a quality goal if he had connected to
a worldie, that's what they call it, Connie.
A worldie,
that's what
yeah.
the kids call it, a worldie.
Well, it's pretty self-explanatory, isn't it? World game.
Yeah.
We all play football in the world, so it's a worldie.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
So simple when you spell it out for me. Thanks, pal.
Just for those that weren't sure. And Aroc puts that one into the building site on the other side of the ground. And that ball is wedged on the scaffold, so we're going to need a new ball. I hope someone's got their white card to get up there and get that ball down, Dave.
Whole lot of bunting, safety officer, a couple of forms to fill out, a luminous vest and a hard hat.
10 years ago, someone would have just jumped that fence and jumped onto the scaffold, wouldn't they?
Yeah. They would have too. Nobody would have questioned it.
Another long diagonal ball. One in the air by Gutierrez, but Karachia, his secondary header, just gives possession to Woodford, but he wins it back now. Bucco, Brazan. Walls is going to beat Karachia to it and just body it out. Karachia just decides to push him into the fence. Just to go on with that one. Oh, that's unlike Barbiero, gives possession. Laurie Lattanzio gets into the box. Cuts back and can't do anything with that, and now it's Cittadini picking up the scraps. MetroStars going the other way. He's got Satira out wide, uses him now. Satira will look to link up with Nagamatsu. Nagamatsu's fouled, is he? Yes, he is. So just like that, David, it went from panic stations with a bit of a Barbiero miss pass, and now they've got a free kick in a very dangerous position.
Yeah, I'd say when Nagamatsu felt the hands in the back, Kieran Stokes on his back and felt the hands on the back, that was enough to go down. He went down very easily, but look, the hands are on the back, and as soon as that's spotted, it makes the referee's decision very easy, doesn't it?
There's two guys standing over this ball. One of them is Michael Cittadini. The other is
Hamish Gow.
Hamish.
The magician.
The magician on that left foot. We've seen many of these go into the back of the net, not only this season, but obviously last season as well. Oxenham sets his wall. He's got a four-man wall. Gives him some space on that near post. Hamish Gow has a go! Oh, it's off the upright! It's actually hit the apex of where the crossbar and the post meet. It's come back down. And I'm not too sure if it actually hit Oxenham. I'm going to have a look at the replay here when we get a chance.
Oxenham's cradling that ball for all it was worth once he got his hands on it, didn't he? I mean, he didn't want to let it go even when the ball was dead. So a wee fight for them at the back there for Adelaide City, and a fine free kick by Hamish Gow.
Hamish Gow nearly opened the scoring out. It's Karachia. It falls for Dauber. Can't get his shot away. MetroStars clear. It did. So when it come off the crossbar, it's actually hit Oxenham, which probably stopped it from falling into the path of Nagamatsu, who was bouncing on the spot. Here is Nagamatsu. First time pass finds Satira. He's allowed to turn. Finds Barbiero. Barbiero with a nice little through ball, but just too much on it. But already, David, MetroStars linking up between Satira and Nagamatsu now on a couple of opportunities, and they've really made Adelaide City sort of have to defend.
Yeah, look, for me, I think Adelaide City are giving Christian Satira too much space, and maybe not timing the ball. Once he's got the ball, they're quick to get onto him, but they are letting him get away, and he's finding space. And he's had that for about 3 occasions now, Christian Satira, just that little bit of space, and City just need to keep an eye on him, I think.
Yeah, I did midway through the year when I got into this and started doing a few games. I was with Seb a couple of times, and one thing we noticed was how well Nagamatsu and Satira, when they're on, they link up, and it's almost like telepathical, because they don't even have to talk to each other. They just know where they are, and they can use each other to great use. Here is a ball by Barbiero. Cittadini. Another dangerous player is Michael Cittadini, who Adelaide City have to keep tabs on tonight. Dorber's nudged, but not nudged enough.
He did appeal, didn't he? But yeah.
Christian Verdicchio keeping a very close eye on what's happening out there at the moment. Here's McNamara. He looks to play long, but his long ball goes straight out for a throw-in.
Yeah, I think he was searching up there for Woodfin. But yeah, it's gone out in the field quite harmlessly, and Lewis Laura-Latanzi will take this throw-in.
Long throw. Barbiero picks up the scraps in the midfield. Releases Walls, who's got space to run into. Bucco can't catch him. Plays it to Satira. Satira touches inside. He's on his left foot. Satira! Side netting.
And again, he was free. Christian Satira was free. That's
3 times, is it?
Yeah, 3 or 4 times he's been free. They haven't picked him up as he's come through, so we're interested to see if City pick up on that and maybe keep an eye on him, a closer tab on him, maybe man mark him, I'm not sure, but keeps popping up without anyone on him.
Long goal kick. Oh, that's a late challenge by Dorber. The referee just telling him just to relax a little bit. I think he's still a little bit upset that he didn't get that push earlier. Gives possession to MetroStars. Woodfin, Walls. Nagamatsu now. Again, Walls just creating space by running through the midfield. Cittadini, he's got 2 to beat. He's got Nagel, but he doesn't use him. Oh, he beats Laurie Latanzio. He uses Nagel now. Gets across into the box. Stokes, as calm as ever, just clears that one for a throw-in. Cittadini crosses. Nagamatsu tried a very audacious flick there.
I think he was trying to find a teammate. That wasn't an effort and goal, was it?
I don't know. I do again remember earlier in the season he produced this audacious little flick assist against Para Hills at Para Hills, and it was one of the most incredible things I've actually seen at this level of the NPL. It was almost something you would see from a Messi or one of those type players. It was crazy what he did. So he has got it in his locker, and I suppose if it goes in the back of the net, you're going to claim it, aren't you?
Of course you are.
Adelaide City just struggling to keep possession at the moment.
MetroStars come into this having not beaten Adelaide City in their last 4 outings. Last win for Metro was a 4-0 win back in July of last year. Cameron Woodfin, James Temelkowski, remember him? 2 goals and an own goal by Thomas Brown. So the MetroStars, for me, the better of the 2 as we start here. How many minutes in are we? 10. 10 gone. MetroStars looking good for it so far.
Hopefully only 80 to go.
Yeah, I don't want to be here till midnight.
And I don't think any of these teams want to go through that pain. So I'm not a big, especially having played the game. Losing in extra time and penalties, it's not the greatest feeling.
I've played in games that have gone to penalties and extra time, but oddly enough, always been substituted before I got to that. I don't know what that says. I don't know if that says that I was tired or there was no faith in my ability to take a penalty under pressure, but I think I've played in maybe 2 or 3 cup games that have gone that distance, but been taken off.
Afters happening here, and Christian Vidico is going to step in now just to calm things down, because Danny Greystone is out of his technical area, as is Paul Pesos, both demanding some kind of explanation as to why one was a free kick and one wasn't. But he's done well there, Vidico, just calmed it down. And that breeze holds that ball up in the air. Dorber will go up. Fish Canary can't win it against Satira, all on his own in the middle of the park. This time he ends up with company from Karachia. One other thing I did notice, David, was that these games for Adelaide City versus MetroStars, there's either lots of goals or no goals.
Yeah, that's right. I noticed that too. A 4-0 and a 0-0.
Yeah, so... And I think the other game they played last year was a 0-0 and the 2-2 this year, so...
Yeah.
Hopefully if we see an early goal, that means we're going to see lots of goals.
I think, look, for the benefit of the neutral observer, as we are, Connie, it would be nice to see an early goal, wouldn't it? It would really shake things up. So, and the longer it goes without a goal, the more I guess possibly defensive the sides will become. But right now, MetroStars are really out on the attack. Here's Satira again popping up on that far side. Doesn't quite get to it, but the idea was right.
Yeah, a couple of the wider players just struggling to get that diagonal ball spot on at the moment with that. It's not, well, there's no flags or anything you can see, but you can definitely feel there's a little bit of a breeze in the air, which is playing a bit of havoc with those long balls. Dorber wins that header. Latanzio brings it down. McNamara done well enough to get a foot in.
I'll tell you, last week I noticed with McNamara, he was dominant in the air. He won pretty much every header in the air, and I wonder if maybe putting Dorber up there instead of maybe Leai, who's obviously a more diminutive player. Maybe there's a tactic there, because McNamara is superb in the air last week, and this week he's won every header that's come his way as well. He's only had, 2 or 3 so far, but he's made sure of each of them.
As Chidadini gets away from Gutierrez, Nagamatsu can't beat Stokes for a second time. Stokes has done very, very well. So maybe a few tactical changes, especially with Yared Abichu out tonight. That's another aerial threat that Adelaide City have, and he's not there tonight. So Dorber probably the next in line to win those balls in the air.
Yeah. Look, don't get me wrong. Leai was doing okay. He can get up in the air all right, but against McNamara, he was. I think he was finding it difficult.
The referee lets that go as well. Now it falls with Bucco. He's got Karachir. He's also got Dorber making a run forward, and Dorber's the one that gets the ball. He's going to have a go, Dorber, as the rain starts to trickle down here at TK Shutter Reserve. You can just see in the light. Probably won't be able to pick it up on the camera, but another little aspect maybe just to add to the spice of this game.
Fine pass by Bucco, wasn't it? It was almost like a reverse pass, and he'd fallen deep to collect it. And I guess Dorber, why not have a crack? I mean, it was ambitious, but why not? If you've got the ball at your feet, you're wearing the number 9 in the back of your shirt, then that's your gig, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what you're paid to do, as they say. Score goals. Jackson Walls has had a very good start to this game. Again, he's on the ball with some space to run into. Nagel looks up. He's got Chidadini, who's also got some space. Cuts inside, clips one in. Can't beat that first defender. Now Dorber will try and hold it up, and he does well there. Says Bucco for support. Bucco gets away from Walls. He's tugged a couple of times. There may be a little bit of a... I think Christian's going to let that one go. As we see that ball just pop down, and no high vis on that scaffold over there, so hopefully there's no one here with asking for any JSAs tonight.
How did he get up there? Did he just clamber? He must just have clambered up there, Connie.
I'd be staying up there if I was him.
Decent enough view, yeah.
Kishineri can't get the ball through midfield. Gow's there, and Gow skips past Kishineri. It's 4-on-3 here for MetroStars. Satira. Oh, the ball from Gow couldn't find anyone, but Woodfin picks up the loose ball. Barbiero can hit them from distance, Barbiero. Seen plenty of wonderful strikes in his Adelaide United days in the A-League. And oh, that's a dangerous cross. Maybe a little bit of a miss-hit cross, but caused Oxenham some trouble. Woodfin. They got so many weapons, MetroStars. When you look at that front, almost the front six is just ridiculous how much talent they've got. You've obviously got Nagamatsu with 16 goals this season. But it's one of the things that stands out for me is they've scored so many goals and so many different goal scorers. Is really stands out. Nagamatsu 16, Woodfin 9, Chittadini 8, Gow 6 and Barbiero 4. So lots of goal scoring prowess up there.
Yeah, it's an attack-minded side, isn't it? When you look at the likes of Hamish Gowrie's coming forward, you get Cameron Woodfin coming forward, and as we mentioned before, Christian Satira, he just seems to be finding that space. And on this side, Michael Chittadini, it's a really attack-minded side. I mean, Ren Nagamatsu looks like he's been deployed up front by himself, but he's got three of them behind, as you can see. Those three players we just mentioned, they follow up right behind. It's almost like having one attacker, but really almost having four.
Yeah, and Nagamatsu missed 2 games of suspension as well, and he still is the leading goal scorer in the league. So he's had a fantastic season.
I know. And only 12 months ago we were saying, how are they going to replace Temel Koskwe? Now we say, Temel who?
Yeah, it was used cheek and tongue at one point, but it's well and truly something now, especially after they wrapped up the minor premiership. Karachia on this occasion gets forward, and McNamara did well enough to get a foot in, and it's in the hands of Cody Ostrak. He's got Barbiero with space. Woodfin with a ton of space ahead of him now. Pishkineri has to work hard to get back. He may have to foul him. He lets him go. Woodfin, Satira, little slip ball. Satira was just a little bit too narrow.
That's right, but he's free again, though, isn't he?
Goodness me, he's causing some trouble, isn't he?
They're just not picking him up, and we kind of noticed that straight away. First 5 minutes, he was just making a menace of himself. We're now almost 20 minutes in, and he's still the danger man up that right-hand side.
Dakota Oxenham just taking a chance to
breathe.
Yeah, breathe and take a minute or, well, nearly a minute to reset and just calm his teammates down a little bit. It's been all MetroStars in the attack. A couple of half chances. Oh, McNamara gives that away. Laurie Latangio. He's got Dorber. Dorber might have a strike. He does. It's across the face of goal. That was better.
Didn't quite get onto it, did he? He sort of wrapped his foot round it. But yeah, City showing that they can be a threat.
Just from the early sort of, we're 20 minutes in now. The early analysis is that MetroStars are dominating and playing the way they want, but Adelaide City are really looking to capitalise on a MetroStars mistake, aren't they?
Yeah, I reckon City are sort of playing a little bit of counter-attacking football when you think about it. That ball over from Bucco earlier for Dauber. Dauber's attack there, that came from a little bit of sustained pressure from MetroStars, and then City hit them in the break on the counter, if you like. But it's a fast brand of football that MetroStars are playing, and City are just doing well to contain it just now, I think.
Nagel goes all the way back, and it's going to end up at the back with McNamara, who plays it to his partner in Fortunato. Happy just to keep possession here, MetroStars. Plenty of space for that man again, Satira. No one near him. Nagamatsu, he might have a go here. Nagamatsu, it takes a deflection. Did it hit a hand? No. Signal from the referee. Was it hit to chest, so Oxenham pulled into action again. Now Dorber body on body with McNamara, but he's got him beat for pace. Picks the loose ball up. He's got Bucco at the back post. Nick Bucco can't get up to win the header. The referee said he used his arm for leverage.
He did have his hands up. I'm not sure he used it for leverage, but he did have his hands up as he went up, and free kick. Referee's had a good first 20 minutes or so as well. He's let the game flow when he's needed to and played advantage, so all credit to him.
The play will restart with a MetroStars free kick. Adelaide City applying some pressure here, pressing high. The ball's given away, is it? Oh, bailed out by a little bit too much pressure, and MetroStars get a free kick.
We have the liberty, of course, in finals of having a fourth official. Did we intimate that before, Connie? I can't remember. It's Daniel Faulkner's the fourth official on the far side.
Yes, Daniel Faulkner's the fourth, and Christian Vidicchio is the centre referee. And I actually forgot to introduce the assistant referees, David.
Thomas Temby and Joseph Bajewski.
There we go.
That's why you got me here, isn't it? All that information.
I wrote everything down except for that on my paperwork.
Yeah, no, 4 officials here, so a bit of an exception. Normally, obviously, through the normal league home and away season, we just have 3, so we haven't got the luxury of a 4th. But obviously, there's fewer games on just now, aren't there?
That's it. We've got referees aplenty at this time of the year, especially tonight, the only game on, I believe, in all competitions. Is that right?
Isn't there a State League 2 game with... I'll have to check that. I thought there was a State League 2 game tonight as well, but I could be wrong.
Oh, the men's competitions, I think this is the only one, but I'm not sure. Is there any women's games on tonight?
Maybe it's a women's game. I'll find out for you. There's me boasting about how much information I had at your fingertips, Connie, and then I slip up over that.
Adelaide City with a throw-in, deep in attack. Can they cause some trouble here and take maybe what is wouldn't say unwarranted, but they've definitely been sort of second out the blocks.
You'd describe it as against the run of play.
It's the sucker punch, isn't that what they call it?
Yeah.
For MetroStars, that would be. Or it's a late challenge and they'll be called back for a free kick. The atmosphere and the crowd really did build up, didn't it, David? We looked around with about 15-20 minutes before kickoff, and there was
you, me, and our mum and dad.
There wasn't much here, and it's built up.
But there was a big crowd last week in the first leg. I don't know how that built up. I missed the start of that game, but there was a big crowd last week for this. So really, it's just the same again. And the 2 grounds aren't that far apart, really. Probably only sort of 6 kilometres as the ibis flies between the 2 grounds.
Yeah, it's not far at all. It's a short cab if you want to jump in a cab. Here's Brazan on his left foot. Has a go. Held well by the goalkeeper. Looks to move it quickly. He does. He finds Michael Cittadini, who does a little pirouette. He does another little pirouette, and then he passes the ball, and Scott Nagel has to chase it back and win it. They keep possession. Ostrach just clears. Woodfin wins the header. A rock brings it down. He's tugged by Nagamatsu there on the shirt. Again, that one just holds up in the breeze. Dorber's going to have to go to it. He does. He finds Brazan with his little header. Brazan gives it away though. Gutierrez. Oh, that's great play by Adelaide City. Gutierrez there. Can he get a cross in? He can't, but he goes out for a corner. But that was a great little bit of play, wasn't it?
Lovely, yeah. Good movement off the ball, and each player sort of knew where their teammate was. Between Bressan, Dauber and Gutierrez, right?
Yeah, it was Gutierrez who won the ball, and then a little flick by Dauber allowed him to get the cross in, but it's gone out for a corner. Bucco heads over just to take this right in front of all the substitutes for MetroStars. I'm sure there'll be a few quiet words of advice there.
Yeah, possibly. That'd be quite ungentlemanly, though, wouldn't it?
It's a deep delivery. Oh, the Rock sort of took it off the head of his own player there. Goes out for a throw-in on the opposite side. Barbiero. Walls. Barbiero picks it up again. Carachia goes in strongly. Brazan goes in strong. Barbiero goes in strong and just holds 2 or 3 of them off, and that's a late challenge by Paddy Carachia there on Barbiero. We may see the first yellow. Well, hopefully it's just a yellow. See what colour card comes out the pocket here. Christian Vidico's whistled a couple of times. A little bit of a stall in play here. Carachia called over by Vidico. Is he going to issue the first card, or is it just going to be a chat? Looks like he's going to escape. So 27 minutes into this one, we see the first rash challenge, and he escapes with just a talking to, does the number 11 for Adelaide City, Paddy Carachia. Barbiero won't be too fond of those kind of challenges, moving into his 40s. No. That's not what you want.
No. I played futsal last Friday night, Connie. Still recovering. You get a bit older, it takes a lot longer, I tell you.
Yeah, I'm not going to comment on the age thing. I complain enough, and I'm not even at that age yet. So, again, the ball's in the construction site, so someone's going to have to go for another walk up there, up the scaffolding. McNamara finds Nagel. Barbiero's got Carachia for company again. That time he steps on the ball. Paddy Carachia keeps the ball. Looks for Dorber. The header from McNamara goes into the parklands behind us. So we do have, obviously, this game tonight, David, and tomorrow night, Campbelltown versus Modbury. Huge game. Campbelltown with the 2-0 advantage from last week in that game.
Yeah, it looks set up for them, really, doesn't it? But, you know, again, finals football, a one-off match. Anything can happen, really. Of course, we've got State League 1 as well. Burculla, Salisbury. And Blue Eagles and Playford in the other game.
Again, too, when you look at the games, it's quite interesting because the 2 NPL games, one's sort of one-sided, the other one's all tied away, which is the one we're at tonight. The same with the State League 1. Burculla winning 3-1 last week, and the other game only 1 goal in it. So a couple of really interesting fixtures as Brazan tries to chip the keeper with a bit of an audacious effort. I guess the interesting part with the State League 1, David, is that with Burculla having that 3-1 advantage, if they progress through, whoever goes through from Playford and Blue Eagles is automatically promoted.
Yeah, I will end up getting on my high horse again. It's a bit of a bugbear of mine. It makes the final a bit of a dead rubber. I mean, let's be honest, if you've got 2 teams playing in a final and both of them have already won promotion, then it makes it, it's not as exciting. So, you know, I don't support a team here, so but in the interests of an entertaining final, you would kind of hope that there's something to play for the 2 teams that eventually get there. Yeah, I 100% agree with everything you just said, and have said for a couple of years now that that team that gets automatic promotion should get an early holiday. They've done their work, they've got their prize. As Bucco turns and nearly finds his teammate, but ends up there anyways. Dorber crosses, and Fortunato stretches in. There was no real danger, but he's put it out for a corner, sorry. It's going to be Nick Bucco who heads over, and this time he'll be able to swing one in. All the corners for Adelaide City so far have been from this near side.
This one might cause a little bit more trouble for the MetroStars to defend. The delivery's deep. It's there. Does it go in? No, it doesn't. Dorber, I think he had a free header and he missed it. Laurie Latanzio clips it one to the back post. Dorber's there. Sorry, Bucco's there, and in the end it's cleared. Have to have another look at that. Dorber was free and he sort of just missed the header at the back post. May have heard footsteps, as they say. Yeah.
He didn't really get off the ground, did he?
Tripped over his own player. So maybe a chance there has gone begging for Adelaide City.
Maybe Raphael Levi would have got up there and put that away, but we'll never know.
Is that rain just trickles in again? Nothing heavy, but just enough to probably make it a little bit colder than what it is out there already. MetroStars will reset and have a goal kick. Play short. Nagel receives the ball. He's got pressure from Laurie Latanzio. Adelaide City press in numbers, and it works that time. They were going to lock the ball in near the 10-yard line that is on the pitch. Scott Nagel not in too much of a rush to take this throw in.
No, I think MetroStars have just taken their foot off the gas a little bit over the last maybe 10, 15 minutes maybe. They've just sort of started off at 100 miles an hour. Maybe the instruction was get an early goal, and if that doesn't work out, you know, just settle down. Nice little chest there by Ren Nagamatsu, wasn't it? To
nearly slipped through, but yeah, Nagamatsu brought the ball down nicely, but then they lost it straight away. Now Adelaide City have the ball, but Gow wins it back. So a little bit scrappy in the midfield from both teams there. Again, Satira in space. Barbiero comes, receives the ball, and just trying to conduct a few things is Fabian Barbiero. From one side to the other, they do it so well and so easy sometimes, MetroStars. Chittadini clips it in, Nagamatsu. Well defended by Cock-a-Rock there. Christian Verdicchio just has a little chat with Michael Chittadini.
there was a little bit of an after between himself and Karen Stokes over here at the sideline. One of them had given the other one a little bit of a knock at the back with his back turned as well, but I think maybe the linesman had seen it.
It's clipped in. Oxenham comes. He doesn't punch it far. Hamish Gow's going to have a go. And not his best effort.
No, he's almost taken out one of the kids in the on pitch 5.
His eyes certainly lit up that time, Hamish Gow.
That would have come out looking like a big beach ball, wouldn't it?
Dakota Oxen again in no rush to restart play, and I think Paul Pezos just telling him where he wants the ball to go from this goal kick. Christian Verdicchio is going to move him on here, and
actually Oxenham's...
Or is he injured?
Yeah, Oxenham's nursing his knee. When he retrieved the ball and walked back there, he looked like he was in a bit of discomfort, and he's actually pulled up now. He doesn't look good.
No. I thought he was wasting time. I apologise to him now. He's actually got a bit of an injury, so treatment for Dakota Oxenham. And even though it is cold and very breezy, the players come over for a little bit of a drink and maybe a few instructions from the coaches while this stoppage is in play. But while this stoppage is in play, Dave, we missed the State League 2. So State League 2 games tomorrow. Pontian Eagles versus Modbury Vista.
Yep.
Modbury with a 2-0 advantage in that game.
Yep.
Pontian obviously already promoted, so...
Pontian slipped up last week, didn't they?
Yeah, so
yeah.
Interesting. Cove against Adelaide Uni. Adelaide Uni, after their tremendous start to the year where they didn't lose for 11 or 12 rounds, finding themselves on the brink of elimination and not being promoted as well. But the interesting with that one, if Pontian don't progress, we will have a final where they'll have to play for that one spot, which is what you were talking about before.
Yep.
So
that would make State League 2 final, something of interest. Yeah, something of interest sort of thing. So it'll be interesting to see how Pontian react to that loss last week. They went down 2-0 against Vista. Maybe they just took their foot off the gas. They're thinking we're promoted, it doesn't really matter. And you hope not, but there's always that possibility. And Vista have come away with a 2-0 win, which will buoy them no end.
A home win to Vista too, so the game is at Pontian. So,
although away goals don't count for anything anymore, so
not anymore.
No, that's a global thing. That's not just a South Australian thing. That's a worldwide thing.
Modbury Vista might just go and park the bus for 90 minutes.
Yeah, true. Yeah. I hope not. That would be a bit dull, wouldn't it?
Certainly wouldn't be the.
Well, he's done. Look.
Yeah,
Oxenham's really not in good shape. So
we may see the reserve goalkeeper called into action for Adelaide City.
George Zacharias, I believe.
Number 41, that is
the reserve keeper for Adelaide City.
A lot of anxious looks on this bench. We've got all the Adelaide City coaches looking, and the goalkeeper, young goalkeeper of that as well. So
he wasn't expecting this young George, was he?
Few little words exchanged down beneath us there between the coaches, so everyone trying to keep themselves warm here as that rain comes in sideways and the breeze picks up. So poor Zacharias, what a baptism of fire this is with the way the weather's just turned in the last 30 seconds.
You wonder what must be going through his mind. He's turned up today, he'd have been looking forward to this, and there's always a chance you get called up. You can't come up, you can't prepare through the week and not be prepared to go on or not be ready for this sort of situation. But he wouldn't have been expecting it, would he? He's just running through a few goalkeeping drills just now with City's goalkeeping coach.
Only 18 years of age, so well and truly a baptism of fire this if he's called into action. But it looks like Dakota Oxenham is going to push through. Boy, you would hate for this to end drastically with him having to maybe move off his line quickly or make a save to that right side. And you think with the smarts of the MetroStars players, they're going to test him out straight away, aren't they, David?
Absolutely, yeah. And they'll just be looking to try and get shots on goal and shots not at him, but either side of him, I would imagine, just to really test him. But he's still limping. As play continues and the camera follows the action up the other end, it's Dauber.
Outside of the foot. Has to be defended by Nagel. Now here is MetroStars with the ball going forward. They'll look to put some pressure on the injured goalkeeper, Satira. He's got Chittadini on this near side. Goes into trouble but comes out of it with some support.
City have got right behind the ball though, haven't they? They've moved all of their midfielders behind the ball. Just defending in numbers just now, while they go through this little period of, I guess, self-examination to see what happens.
Nagel in the box though. Deflection, Nagel. Barbiero now. Barbiero has a go and completely scuffs his shot. I'll tell you what, I expected the net to bulge. But 0-0 and Oxenham trots over and...
It is a trot though, isn't it? And it's a limp as he walks back. The reserve keeper Zacharias has put his bib back on, so carry on as you are.
Again, he just trots over.
5 minutes to half time. Maybe they just try and see the half out.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going to do. Get in and maybe get some warmth onto it. It's going to be a Rock who's going to take the goal kick. They're not going to take any risks. It's going to go long wall.
Or is it?
I think that was the plan. It didn't happen. Oh. What did we just see in the last 10 seconds? I did see this game's reminding me of, I think last weekend was in either the Championship or the Premier League, where the player kicked the ball, or he's kicked it into his own half and it's come back and gone out for a throw in 30 yards out for goal.
And that's in the summer. Yeah. That's the summer over there. It's your summer weather.
McNamara clips it in. Oh, Oxenham was backpedaling, or
he was, and he wasn't up for jumping in the air to try and make sure.
I think the plan is, like you said, to get him through to half-time. I think all the coaches are looking at their watch going, how long's left? Danny Greystone telling his players to push up and suffocate what they can, as Paddy Karachi is hit from behind by Walls, and he wins a free kick. So Adelaide City win the free kick with a couple of minutes to go of regulation time. We may see probably 3 or 4 additionals with a couple of the stoppages we had. As that rain, you can't see it, but it's getting heavier and heavier. Gutierrez. Oh, Nagel leaves it behind. Brazan clips one in, but too far for Dorber's head, but he wins the foot race. Linesman says he kept it in. Buko goes in hard. Gow. Nagamatsu's been handled by Kieran Stokes. The referee not having any of it, because it looked like Nagamatsu was actually tucked the arms into Kieran Stokes' shorts nearly there.
I think both parties were possibly guilty there, and Christian Verdicchio just let the play float.
Just wanted to keep his hands warm. Oh, this is dangerous. Oxenham is not in a good way at all. City have the ball. Dorber. Fortunato just gets a foot in, puts it out of play. Paul Pezos just telling his goalkeeper just to throw it next time, which is a very smart move.
Except Metro were pressed quite high at the time. I don't know where a throw would have gone.
Especially into this breeze and wind and rain that's coming back into his face.
You can see it blowing across the park now quite clearly in that rain, from right to left in MetroStars' favour, if having the wind behind your back is favourable.
Barbiero makes the forward run and flicks it back into the path of Cittadini, who finds Satira in space again. He gets into the box. Satira, is he going to have a shot? Oh, he cuts back, but he didn't take the ball with him.
No, it was just
Jackson Walls, maybe an unlikely goal scorer. Oh, Dakota Oxenham, just literally all he could do was fall.
Yeah,
he's not in a good way. We're not laughing because it's funny. It's just one of those things. He's trying to battle on, but how long can he last? Especially in these trying conditions. It's cold. It is wet out there. Sideways rain coming with the breeze. I thought winter had finished. We're in spring now?
Spring.
That one there goes long. Buko doesn't get a free kick in his favour. It's play on against Satira. That right-hand side's been very, very busy for MetroStars.
It has. A lot of the play has gone down there. I mean, they've used both flanks well, but in particular, I feel down the right-hand side, Christian Satira especially has been a real threat.
As the referee doesn't stop play, or does he? Yes, he does, because I think he's got something in his ear, because the referees are mic'd up.
Yeah, it's Stokes and Nagamatsu, I think.
Yeah, the young linesman or the young assistant official on the other side has alerted Christian Verdicchio that Brendan Nagamatsu is either play acting or causing some kind of discomfort to Kieran Stokes. So he's been pulled up on it. That's great officiating from the young fella on the far side, isn't it, David?
Yeah, if that's what happens, yeah, absolutely. But that's why they are mic'd up, isn't it? That's the whole point of it. And it's subtle as well, isn't it? There's no big waving of the flag and say, hey, referee, look what he's doing.
Again, the ball goes up, swirls around. And that time, Stokes, that time, rugby tackles. And there's a few afters here. Barbiero and Arok having a push and shove. Stokes and Nagamatsu having a Oh, it was just a bear hug, wasn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. I don't think there was much in it. This is a bit of a carry-on from last week. Nagamatsu was at loggerheads with both Akaka Rock and Yared Abatu as well. So a continuation of those events, I think.
And
it's all part of the drama, though, isn't it?
It is, and there's more drama because just before this free kick, Oxenham goes to ground again, and I don't think he wants to be anywhere near this ball coming at him because it could spell absolute disaster for Adelaide City if there is no change made. So, into additional time. Unsure how many additional minutes there may be.
MetroStars have a few players poised over the ball here while Oxenham receives treatment or attention. And one wonders, even at this late stage of this half, if Oxenham might have to come off. I think they were hoping he would make it to half time, but it now looks less likely.
I don't think anybody really knows what's happening here because the fourth official has moved over to have a chat with the MetroStars bench, whilst the assistant official on this side has a chat with the young Zacharias, who may be called into action before half-time. So, as you can hear that breeze pick up in the mics. It's
howling gale,
it's certainly not favouring...
You call it a breeze, it makes it sound pleasant.
I've got this nice big jacket on, so I'm actually not too phased by it, but it's more so the rain that's coming in sideways now, so try and take some cover for the remainder of this half. And there is going to be a substitution made. I mentioned it 3 or 4 times, so I'm not going to say it again, but Dakota Oxenham will look to... No, he's not. He's not. So there's not going to be a change. Disregard everything we just said in the last minute or two. Chidadini clips it in. Doesn't beat Buko, which was the first player there. The ball spills. Karachi is going to pick it up, and maybe Adelaide City will look to go forward. Brazan's fouled by Gao, and then he kicks the ball away. So Adelaide City may have just gotten away with one there, and maybe MetroStars wasted a chance to maybe just clip that one in, put it on Dakota's head and see what he was going to do.
Good defending though by Buko, really, to get a foot out to it, because there were MetroStars players running in behind there, so good enough defending. But the rain really coming in now. Peter, the cameraman upstairs, he'll be getting himself wet. A lot of people heading inside.
Well, he's got side walls up there, so he'll be fine.
He'll be fine. He's got a roof as well.
Yeah.
What are we complaining?
We've got a roof at least.
Why are we sticking up for him? He's probably fine. Probably got a little fire going.
Karachi has a go!
Oh, what a save!
Goodness me, and that is going to raise some eyebrows on this MetroStars bench. They are not at all happy with almost conceding in the 5th minute of stoppage time in the first half.
Great save by Cody Ostreich, wasn't it? Full stretch, just to palm it away.
And it needed to be full stretch. Karachi, who played the 1-2 with Brazan, got it back, and then if that was in the opposite direction, David, I reckon it's in the back of the net with the breeze. Or the gale force winds that we had.
The breeze. It sounds so pleasant.
Buko's going to deliver with his left foot this time. Far post.
Too deep. Too far.
The Rock's there, battling with McNamara. In the end, he gets there first, but gives it away. Barbieri comes away with it. His pass is a bit errant. Dorber. Maybe Adelaide City will look to create one more chance before the half-time whistle. We're into the 7th minute of additional time. Brazan finds Bucco. Bucco finds Dorber. Dorber leaves it behind, but it's a bit of pinball and scrappy play. A cock a rock, and again Nagamatsu and Stokes go at each other. Again, a little bit of a afters there, and Verdicchio is watching it like an eagle. Ishkineri, Carachia, another foul in the middle of the park. Again, Verdicchio has a look at what's happening. Laurie Latanzio, Brazan in the box. Can this be the opener? Again, Paddy Carachia clips it in. And Adelaide City in the last couple of minutes, or 30, 40 seconds before half-time. And there is the half-time whistle, David. But goodness me, from all that dominance, MetroStars, the last two really good chances fell to Adelaide City.
Yeah, it was an exciting and dramatic conclusion to that first 45. And it'll be interesting to see how the second half continues. I think MetroStars were probably the better of the two sides through most of that first half. I'm sure you'll agree with that. And a little bit of drama just in the park there. Connie, I'll let you talk us through this one. It looks like it's a cock a rock and Ren Nagamatsu having a couple of words, and they'll carry that on in the change rooms, although Christian Verdicchio is now blowing his whistle and calling a couple of them over.
Yeah, it looks like Barney Smith, the assistant coach for Adelaide City, getting involved there when he doesn't really need to. He's been told to go away, and he's actually been dragged away by the opposition goalkeeper coach. So they're all friends, but it's fiery. It's finals football, and it's all on the line, David. We'll be back with the second half, and given what we've just seen there, this is going to be a great second half, despite the weather.
We'll go upstairs and see if Peter's got that little fire going. We'll sit there with him. Get the guitar.
It's half-time here at TK Shutter Reserve. It's MetroStars 0, Adelaide City 0.
Welcome to 5AA Football Fives. No skills, no worries, no time to train, no need. Perfect for friends, family and kids. It's fast, fun football for everyone, so spend your summer nights under lights and register now at football5ssa.com. Proudly powered by 5AA, always Adelaide.
It's never too late to improve your strength, balance, well-being and independence. Our Strength for Life program encourages all older South Australians to start moving and enjoy an active lifestyle, make friends, build strength and inevitably age well. Strength for Life sessions are offered in almost 100 locations across South Australia, with new sites opening all the time. Check out the COTA SA website to find your nearest location.
Strength for Life is an individualised program which is delivered in a group setting. We aim to keep older South Australians connected with their community, preventing social isolation and also keeping their bodies strong, flexible, managing falls and keeping them engaged. We're super excited to be partnering with Football SA at this state-of-the-art location. It's a beautiful venue. It will really benefit the local community through the Northfield and Jepps Cross surrounding areas to be able to access Strength for Life. And together we are working to improve everyone's futures.
gentlemen, welcome to the field of play, Adelaide City and Adelaide Comets. Our lineups for today for Adelaide Comets: number 1, Daniel Vaughan; number 4, Nathan Dimu; number 5, Adam Lacornu; number 7, Aladdin Irabona.
Very excited to be a part of the action. I'm your commentator from Commitsus. Take a look at the starting lineups.
Ending the night with celebrations, and that's what they hope to do tonight as well.
As Curtis Wordsworth kicks things off here, it's Adelaide City with the kickoff and in possession of the ball. That would be an almighty comeback if they were to score 4 goals. But here's Comets. It's Irabona. He clips one into the back post. Oh, he's just missed the header there. I think it was
the recipient at the end of it there, and a half chance resulted. But here's another one for Comets.
Another early chance. Ooh, flicked across by Steed.
Daniel Vaughan, the keeper and captain.
Oh, it's falling here. It's Steed. He's in the box. It's 1-0 to Adelaide Comets. Just a nothing ball that was played across. Jaden Labasso tucked inside, played it forward. I think it took a deflection. And Adelaide Comets are awarded for their very, very, you could say, it was a long ball in the direction of Latanzio, but now it falls for Liai. Can they equalise? They do! What a start we've got here at Adelaide City Park. Bang, bang. 2 goals in 45 seconds of play.
Liai with an absolute cracker.
I think he wanted someone else to do it a few seconds earlier. That's a great run by Irabona. Is he onside? Referee keeps his flag down, goes across the keeper. And Oxenham is going to clip this one in to the back post. He's got players there. It flicked on, and that's a great save by Vaughan. It took 2 touches, and in the end, the flag goes up 4 offside. So cuts in, gets back onto his right, finds. No, he doesn't. He has a go on his left. He's clipped it in, and he's. In the end, it's ended up being a half shot, half chip. Sorry, the corner can't clear. Liai's there. Can he find Latanzio? No, he can't. It's still in the box. Liai's there. Latanzio! Liai! Oh, and in the end, it's all the junior match officials who are under the age of 18 will be wearing an orange armband as Latanzio's in on goal. And it's 2-1 to Adelaide City. Speaking of,
he's looking a little bit different attack-wise. Ooh.
Basso overlapping on the far side, gets his cross in, it's deflected. Garrido's there, and Oxenham had to make the save. Shapes up Dimu, cuts inside, might have a go here. He does. It's low. And had to be saved by Vaughan. So
I think we weren't quite for it.
Goes back out to Zacharakis. He clips one into the back post. Irabona's there, but Irabona just couldn't quite time the header. But in the end, it was a free header. Goes into the middle. There's a header there. Skipped in. It bounces, and in the end, it falls into the hands of Dakota Oxenham. Goes into the middle. There's a header there. Skipped in. It bounces, and in the end, it falls into the hands of Dakota Oxenham.
Looking like pretty nice weather and for a night game, but
here's a chance. Oh, and it's flashed across the goal, and you've almost would have put your house on it. Jaden Labasso it was with the shot. Gutierrez picks it up. The whistle's in Curtis Wordsworth's mouth. And there it is. The final whistle goes here at Adelaide City Park. Adelaide City had to come from behind after conceding an early goal. But they get the job done here, Simon. 2-1 winners, progressing through to week 2.
Welcome to 5AA Football Fives. No skills, no worries, no time to train, no need. Perfect for friends, family and kids. It's fast, fun football for everyone, so spend your summer nights under lights and register now at football5AA.com. Proudly powered by 5AA, always Adelaide.
The Matildas are on fire. And the Socceroos have the breakthrough.
Hello, good evening and welcome to round 18 of the Go Sunny Solar WNPL here in South Australia. The final round for the regular season, and here at Adelaide City Park, the Adelaide Uni and Sturt both confirmed as those two sides to be in those relegation positions, but this one for a final spot, 11-1. They won't want that to repeat today as the ball continues on with Sasha Williams as she puts the ball into the box. Is caught well by Abby Lucas. Corner swings inwards. The ball comes in and then again. An early goal. Adelaide City going 1-0 up. Manages to get past a few actually. Applin puts the ball in. Another decent opportunity for Burkalla. Just has to run down that right wing herself. Has the strength to do so. She puts the ball into the middle. Might fall. Atkins plays it through to King. Might be a good opportunity for Pete. Just wide off the post. Ball put into the middle. I think they'll be offside though. It's rolling in. She's onside. Be the one to deliver it in. Won't be Macaulay, will be Guiardo. Over the bar. Well, it wasn't a bad opportunity either for them. The goal early. And then Burkalla getting a goal in late in the first half. Looking for the chip over was Dylan Holmes. Not too threatening to Abby Lucas. Garlick makes her way through. Gets the ball into the box. Holmes couldn't get the finish to try and put City in front. Guiardo off the bar. Doesn't keep the touch within her control. Forward goes Williams. Just decided to try and take the shot herself. Corner comes in. Punch away, not too clean. It's 2-2. Here's the strike. Full time. West Torrens Burkalla in that fifth and final spot, knocking out Adelaide City in the process.
The Matildas are on fire, but the Socceroos have the breakthrough.
Welcome to 5AA Football Fives. No skittles, no worries, no time to train, no need. Perfect for friends, family and kids. It's fast, fun football for everyone, so spend your summer nights under lights and register now at football5SA.com. Proudly powered by 5AA, always Adelaide.
As here come our two sides. The bar has been set. It's a great run from Kyra Cooney-Cross.
Turn under pressure.
Here come the Socceroos again. Good one on the right foot, and the Socceroos have the breakthrough. What a goal! The Matildas are running amok. Opens up for the shot.
Sinclair at the double. There's the back foot. Australia head over heels about these superstars.
Detroit Stars fans, let's make some noise.
Welcome back for the second half here at TK Shutter Reserve. It's the second leg. And the score is locked at 0-0, which is the result of the first leg, 0-0. So we need a goal, David.
Absolutely, yeah. We do need a goal.
And we nearly got one just before the break.
We did. We nearly got a couple in the first half, didn't we? There was a couple, but no goals, still 0-0. A substitution's been made there, I see, Connie.
Yes.
Are you going to tell us all about that one?
Well, it was the inevitable, wasn't it, really? When you saw how Dakota Oxenham was moving towards the end of that half. He's been replaced by the reserve goalkeeper, number 41, George Zacharias. As we have a false start. Try again.
Matthew Dauber off there like an old racing machine. Look at him go.
And again. We got it there. We got there. So MetroStars kick-start the second half. And tempers sort of flared before the break, and they look like they are going to continue to do so with the first couple of challenges of this second half. Just wonder, does that young fella in goals really, is it going to be a case of swimming in the deep end, as they say, or is he going to thrive and pull off some stunning saves? Who knows, but he's got his chance. As Dauber takes that throw in quickly. The official on the far side says it was actually a MetroStars throw, not Adelaide City's throw, so away we go with that throw in. McNamara goes for a stroll, and in the end he just plays a diagonal ball straight to Paul Pezos, which I don't think he was meant to do, but
not the intended recipient.
Great first touch by Paul Pezos, though.
Still got it.
Bucco. That wasn't his greatest first touch.
No.
Bucco wins that one. Karachia back to Bucco. Bucco now with company, which is Jackson Walls. The Rock. And that breeze looks like it's died off, because that ball's carried a lot further than what we saw in the first half, David.
It is, and if you look at the corner flags, I mean, they won't be in your camera shot, but the corner flags have become quite flaccid now, so not much breeze out there, and the rain has gone too, so a bit of a change in the conditions as this second 45 gets underway.
Loose ball, a late challenge by McNamara, and that is going to be a yellow card. Brazan gets in his face, trying to get another reaction out of him, but Christian Verdicchio, who has refereed this very well tonight.
Everyone's having a shove at Noah McNamara there, aren't they?
I don't think they weren't too happy with it. It didn't look overly.
I was just about to add that.
Bad, but it was late. I mean, he didn't even leave the ground. He just left the foot in there. So
yeah. Maybe the card was a bit harsh. There didn't seem to be much in it, but
again, it was actually a Rock who ran all the way from the back to get in the face of McNamara as well, as we saw just for half time.
They all had to put about 3 or 4 lined up for a push.
I mean, poor Christian Verdicchio, all he wanted to do was fill out his yellow card, and he had to keep getting guys away from McNamara. In the end, he stands over the ball, not allowing any sort of quick free kick to be taken. It's going to be Adelaide City with the free kick in a very dangerous position, though. Looks like it's...
Well, Bressan's still down.
Yeah,
he's still down there, but there isn't a physio out there. There's not a physician out there, so in fact, it kind of looks like he might just be tying his laces.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Maybe he clipped him right on top of the bootlace and
out with an injured lace. How many weeks is that?
Well, he may need to go to the changeover to change his boots over. No, he's all good. Can't miss him, though, with those bright ones. They're pink or they're orange, I can't really tell from up here. Nick Bucco is over this one, though. He clips it in. McNamara headers away.
Dauber had his back to it. Maybe he thought it was going beyond him and just looked away for a moment as MetroStars come away with it. Here's Satira, robbed.
Rory Latanzio picking the ball up a lot deeper than what he would like. Fortunato has to bring it down nicely. He does. So a great touch there and release. MetroStars straight away on the attack. Dauber does well to stall that attack. One thing was noticeable just before half-time, David, was Adelaide City's pressure and their press as a team rather than sort of just one or two players was really affecting MetroStars playing out from the back as Cittadini gets forward on this occasion. He gets the ball into the box. No one there. And the young keeper comes out and takes everything with him.
It does do his confidence a world of good that to take the ball at that. Right at the feet of Satira, who was racing in there.
Cittadini tries to hold off two. He does. Vidicio lets play go on. Woodfin finds Barbiero. Barbiero finds Cittadini in a forward position. Now it's Scotty Nagel. Nagamatsu gets the ball at his feet now. He's got Arok and Gideon Arok. Arok, or Gideon Arok as he's known, picks up a yellow card for not much at all. So Christian Vidicio just completely losing patience with a couple of challenges and issuing a few early yellow cards in the second half. So one centre half from each team. McNamara for MetroStars and now Arok with a yellow card. And Paul Pezos just asking the fourth official, Faulkner, to explain that one. Cittadini and Gao. The young goalkeeper in goals is Zacharias. Does Cittadini or Gao have a go here and put some pressure on the young goalkeeper? Gao does! And boy, oh boy, he doesn't miss by much again.
Yeah, but I think in all fairness, the young keeper, George Zacharias, had that covered. He knew where his posts were and yeah, he had it covered, knew it was going wide and felt quite comfortable about it. Fortunato wins the header.
Brazan, bit of pinball again in the midfield as we've seen a few times tonight. Gutierrez just puts his foot well and truly through that. McNamara under some pressure. His first header goes sideways. He follows it up. He's got to be careful. He's on that card. He actually pulled out of that challenge knowing that he wasn't going to win the ball. Throw in, one in the air by Nagel. Nagamatsu comes to the ball, but Stokes wins that one. Stokes has won most of the battles with the two of them tonight, so probably a bit of the tension from Nagamatsu is generally down to that case that Stokes has had the better of him, I think, David.
Yeah, I would say you're on the money there.
Again, it's a long clearance by McNamara. Gutierrez wins the ball. Karachia tries to bring it down. Woodfin steals it from him. And away he goes, Woodfin. Hero. Low flying aeroplane go past there. Nagamatsu wins the header. And he gives Stokes one to go on with. But the referee agrees with Stokes and says it's a free kick to you. And Nagamatsu, he's definitely had a chatting to by Christian Vidicio in the first half, so he's got to be careful not to pick up a yellow card for anything silly. But I do like how Vidicio's let it go on. It is a final. There's going to be some tension. Unless it gets out of hand, I think he's done the right thing so far.
Yeah, I mean, having said that, you don't want too many players playing cautiously in a semi-final. You know, too many. If they're all in yellows, then there is the risk that they start to play a different type of game, a more cautious kind of game. You know, and nobody wants to miss a final, do they? Either.
No. Just heard a stern warning from Paul Pezos to Dorber, then asking him to do something. He said, if you don't do it, you're coming off. So Paul Pezos not here to... Oh, that's a high foot. Play goes on. Karachia keeps possession. Dorber. He's got not much in the box, so he has to try and stall the cross, and he does. Bucco picks it up. Just off the greasy turf. It goes out. This was where Adelaide City really put pressure on MetroStars late in the half. Another tussle, and a Rock wins that one again. If I was a betting man, I'd bet on a red card in this game, the way it's been going. There's some real tension out there.
There is, and there's quite a few players obviously on a yellow, which means you're only one step away, but hopefully not.
No.
Spoil the game a little bit, I think.
McNamara. Oh, it's missed.
Fairly even first 10 minutes of the second half, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's not much. No one really wants to give an inch, do they?
And I guess that, you know, when the game started, we were talking about the longer it goes without a goal, the more cautious both sides might become.
Barbiero gets it out to Satira. Satira cuts in. Can't get his shot away. Barbiero might have a go. No, he thinks yes, but then doesn't end up doing that. Walls. Can he get past his defender? He can. He cuts it. It's there. He had two to aim for. He had Gao and Nagamatsu. And both of them, in the end, it goes out for a corner. So
yeah, both of them contrived to go for the same ball. Obviously, made the same run, so the natural instinct is to try and get your foot on it. But look, it was packed in there. Adelaide City got back well, and they were defending in numbers, so it would have been difficult to get a clear shot in any case, even if there had just been the one of them.
Gao's going to deliver it with his left foot. It's an in-swinger. The young keeper does well. It's Nagel who picks it up. His shot is deflected and clear. So again, well done by the young goalkeeper Zacharias there. Well, I guess the longer it goes goalless, David, we might see one of those 0-0 draws again that we spoke about. Either lots of goals or no goals we mentioned at the start.
Yeah.
We might go to... Oh, it's Barbiero. Trips over.
So Christian Satira has swapped sides because he remains on that far side as we look at the pitch. So he's playing on the left. Through that first half, he was on the right-hand side. So the MetroStars haven't made any changes to their personnel. But there is some shuffling going on. I'm just trying to work out what that is in detail. But certainly Satira has swapped flanks in the second half.
Yeah, there's been a few little tweaks, hasn't there, to try and change the game up in some way. Nagamatsu again with the company, and the referee sees that little nudge, but it was nothing wrong with it.
There is only one Christian Satira out there, isn't there? I mean, it feels like there's about three. Feels like there's about three of them.
Yeah, he gets around and works very hard, Satira. And as I mentioned, he does link up well with those players in front of him. Cittadini's cross is deep, too deep. Goes all the way out for a goal kick. So 15 minutes nearly gone in this second half. If you can do the maths, that means there's only 30 minutes left, David.
Well done you, Connie. All that money in public education finally paying off as unfortunately Hamish Gow has landed very heavily on his right foot. I think he might have really rolled his ankle or something as he came down. That was a heavy landing. Nothing in it in terms of an opposition, but he's just landed really badly.
Yeah, we might get to see
again. That looked painful.
Yeah, Christian Vidica stopped it straight away, didn't he? Gow was holding the right shin. His leg cord buckled underneath him, then he landed flat on his back as well to go along with it. Hopefully no major damage there for Hamish Gow. He looks in a bit of distress though.
Yeah, he doesn't look good, Connie.
No, that would be... Looks like he's in a very... Looks like there's a spot there that the physio's touching that is making him grimace.
MetroStars are calling a couple of substitutes over just now. Whether they'll come on or not, I'm not sure, but Tia Jones is one of them.
Looks like Castaneda's the other, is it?
Castaneda might be the other, yeah.
And City as well. Interesting to see who comes off for Adelaide City. It's going to be...
Maybe Patrick Caraccia.
Yes, it is. I saw Bucco jogging over as well, but he's going to get some instruction. So Paddy Caraccia will be coming off with this break in play. And it's going to be the Solomon Island man, Raphael Liai, to take his place. Can he stamp his mark on this fixture, David?
Well, we'll know in the next 25 minutes, won't we? 30 minutes.
Looks like Hamish Gow is okay. It's exactly what you want on a cold night, isn't it?
What, the spray?
Let's make it colder than what it is. The old magic spray. So the referee's actually awarded a free kick to MetroStars, so
yeah,
maybe because he tunnelled him a little bit.
Not sure. I didn't really see much in it in terms of a foul. It was more that he landed funny.
Half an hour to play here at TK Shutter Reserve. And the first leg ended 0-0, and that is currently the score here. So a single goal will progress either of these teams if we can get that goal. Here's Nagamatsu, Satira. We might see one now. Oh, he doesn't go for goal. He looks for Chittadini, who normally makes that run to the back post. That time he sort of ventured into the middle of the 6-yard box and goes out for a throw-in on the opposite side for Adelaide City. Dorber is thrown to the ground there by Jackson Walls.
He scaled him like Everest there, didn't he? He was just missing some rope. That was all. A pickaxe.
Christian Vidica just relaying down the law of what he would like to see on the benches. As
he just wants them in the technical areas.
That's it. Push Canary.
Which, to be honest, isn't an unreasonable request. When the ball comes down the side here, it's packed, you know. If you've got play coming down this left-hand side and you've got officials and coaching staff and substitutes right on the touchline, then I guess there's a risk. So, not unreasonable, Connie.
Hamish Gow holding that leg again, so clearly playing in some kind of pain, but wants to keep going. Barbiero. That ball is won by Pishkineri, who just ran about 50-60 metres previously and ends up back there helping his back four out. So great work, great by Pishkineri. Obviously a championship winner with Campbelltown City, so he knows what it takes to get to that big day and win it. In saying that, so do Adelaide City and Paul Pezos. They've won a couple of championships a few years ago now. Wilco's touch isn't his best touch because it's a bit slippery out there, and Dorber leaves one in, and I think there's going to be a card and maybe some afters here for Dorber. Dorber gets the yellow card, and now Walls and Pishkineri all having a tug and a throw and a push. Hamish Gow picks up a yellow card, and I reckon there's going to be some chats here to the bench because there was some real unwarranted words coming from the bench which really caused that to spark.
Yeah, look, there's no doubt that Dauber's knock was off the ball and it was late, and there's no doubt it was worthy of a booking, but who'd be a referee caught in the middle of all that?
I'll tell you what, Christian Badicchio has done a very, very good job for that not to get out of hand. Hamish Gow picked up a yellow card for his remonstrations. I think Walls got a warning, did he? I don't think he got a yellow card. I think he got a warning for going after Dorber, and obviously Dorber picked the yellow card up. But yeah. David...
Two yellows, so one for Gow,
yep.
One for Dorber, that's what you think, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So...
I'm gonna need more ink from a pen here. I'm trying to mark all this.
So we thought tempers might continue to flare, and they did just there. Maybe both teams really wanting to ramp it up here in the last 20 minutes and find that goal. Here's Rafael Leai putting pressure on Ostrike. Just gets rid of the ball. Nagamatsu can't find Chittadini. Stokes, who's well and truly had the better of Nagamatsu tonight, Kieran Stokes. Dorber, can he get to it? He can. He clips it back in. Wilco's there, but so is Hamish Gow.
It just didn't quite have the pace to get to Bucco, though, did it? I mean, it was directed well, but just didn't have quite the pace. And MetroStars break it up and come away with it. They've got possession again.
Yeah, so MetroStars not having the space in midfield like they did early on, and Adelaide City really cramping it up and making it hard for them to play through.
Yeah, I think Adelaide City have come out in the second half better. I think, or better than they were in their first half. MetroStars really had the best of the chances and the best of the play in that first half and played some nice attacking football, but Adelaide City have broken it down through this second period and not allowed MetroStars the liberty through that middle third, that middle of the park. Satira, for example, has been quieter in this half than he was in that first. So City doing well to nullify MetroStars' open play.
Yeah, well, there was the potential that there was a couple of him out there in the first half, so yeah. I'm glad that's not the case.
Yeah.
But in the first half, you're right, he had so much space over on that far side. He's gone inside and played a little bit more of a 10. Here he is now, linking up with Nagamatsu, and he might get a shot away, Satira. He does! It's saved well by the young goalkeeper, Zacharias. It falls to Gow. Back to Satira. This time he'll clip one deep. Who's there? Nagamatsu! Oh, and the goalkeeper has done well. He is taking no prisoners, and he is really, really stamping his authority on this game. The young 18-year-old goalkeeper.
Yeah, well done, George Zacharias. A great piece of goalkeeping through that play there to keep MetroStars out. Fine goalkeeping, and he's happy to throw himself around to win that ball. Looked keener for it than I've seen in a long time. So well done, good goalkeeping. And Ren Nagamatsu, I think, is the player now who's down for MetroStars. Not sure why he got his head to the ball. He was unchallenged as far as I can recall. But that was exciting, Connie.
That was a great passage of play, and the thing I like about it most was, and we just saw the replay there, young Zacharias, he's gone straight through Kieran Stokes, and when Kieran Stokes has seen that it was his young goalkeeper, he's gone, well done, he's given him a pat on the back, saying, don't worry about me, you keep doing what you're doing, because you're doing a fantastic job, young fella. I'm trying to see what happened to Ren Nagamatsu when he went up for the header. Maybe he landed awkwardly once he had headed the ball. Oh yeah, he's face planted straight onto his face, so maybe a bit of a potential concussion sort of happened there for Nagamatsu. He's still holding his face, and there's going to be another change here in front of us, David.
Yeah, Lewis Kylo's come on for Adelaide City in the place of Nicholas Bucco, and Bucco has handed the captain's armband to Matthew Dauber, and there's a second substitution as well, I think. Maybe not.
Yes, there is. It looks like
Fergus Lynch has
come on, and it looks like Gutierrez has come off as well. So Franchisi will continue to play on this left-hand side here, and young Fergus Lynch will take his place as a right fullback for Gutierrez. So LA City, I wouldn't say throwing caution to the wind, but maybe just trying to get some pace in the wide areas here. Nagamatsu, sorry, Chittadini it is. Here is Dauber. Finds Brazan. Franchisi looking for Laurie Latanzio. It's going to be a throw in. As that breeze just comes back.
Breeze? What are you on about, breeze? That's a gale. MetroStars look to win it in the middle here. Satira tries to come away with it.
Nagamatsu's recovered, which is good. After he face planted on his face, after falling on his face. Just for those out there listening. Fishkinary, Laurie Latanzio.
Oh,
and that would be a over in Gaelic footy, wouldn't it, David?
It would if he was, well, rugby was my sport as a kid. It would have been a 3-pointer, that one. I had the good fortune of meeting Lewis Kylo's parents, or his dad, a month or so ago. They're from Scotland. He's eligible to play for Scotland, Coney. His father's from, oh, goodness me, Wick or Thurso, one of those wee towns way up the top. I'm sure they'll be tuned in and watching. But he's got a lot of potential, that young kid. Seen him play a couple of times, and he's slotted into right back there. Or the centre back, maybe. No, he's going over to the right, isn't he?
Yeah, he has. He's playing on the right of Stokes.
So looking forward to seeing what he can do. We might have as much as another 45 minutes to go. We've got 20 to go of normal time, but it's extra time and penalties loom should the scores remain locked at the end of the regulation 90.
Just under 20 minutes, sorry, to go. The eye. Dauber.
Oh, he tried
one way or the other.
He tried the fancy thing there, didn't he?
Lynch clips it in. The header.
Oh!
Laurie Latanzio goes for the bicycle, and the referee deems it to be a free kick. And you do sometimes see it given as a yellow card because it can be dangerous, but just a hand in the air signalling that it's a...
It's difficult though, isn't it? Because when you're going for the overhead kick, you don't know what's behind you.
No.
You know, you're not intentionally going to take somebody's head off, but you know, you're entitled to go to the ball. It's a difficult rule, I suppose, that one, isn't it? Or a difficult rule to judge. As MetroStars play it out on this side here, Walls. Starting to clear it, Dauber's there, and he wins the header. It only goes as far as Barbiero. And out for the City throw.
So if you're just joining us, or if you missed anything, Dakota Oxenham succumbed to what looked like to be a contactless injury.
Cashless.
We didn't see him get kicked or fall or hit or anything. He went to take a goal kick and I thought he was wasting time. Turns out he has a knee problem, so he was substituted off, just for those out there that might be wondering why he's not in the Adelaide City goal. He tried to go on, and I think we had more injury time for him going down than we did for actual stoppages in the first half. As MetroStars go forward.
We did in the end. We had, 7 minutes injury time in that first half, and MetroStars a bit unlucky maybe not to have got a goal or two out of that first 45 minutes. They did hit the apex, as you very described it very clearly and concisely, didn't you? The apex of the goal. I learned a new thing tonight. That's where two bars meet each other at right angles. And so, MetroStars had chances to get themselves a goal, or maybe even two, through that first half. But City have come out a different team in the second half. It's a much more even contest. And I think City have done well to sort of nullify the midfield, especially the threat of Christian Satira, who's been quieter this half. He has swapped sides now. He's over on this near side, on this right side now. But he did spend the first half on the right, and then he stayed on the far side of the pitch, on their left, on their right. And he's now... Goodness me, I'm getting my left and my right all mixed up. But he's on the right now. But he was a real threat through that first half, and City have just sort of kept him quiet, I think, through most of the second half.
Yeah, he had no one near him for a little while in the first half, and paid him a little bit more attention this second half, and he hasn't had the influence he had in the first. So we've quietened him down, and looks like Lachlan Zappler has been summoned to get ready. But before that, Adelaide City have a free kick. It's going to be delivered by Brazan. Can't beat the first man, which was Gao. It's cleared via head. And Adelaide City pick the ball back up. It's Stokes. He goes long. Laurie Latanzio. Oh! strike.
Yeah,
Fortunately, it wasn't in line with the goals.
He misjudged the flight a little bit there, I think, Corey Ostreich, but it was good. It was going long anyway, so I don't think it was a real danger.
The interesting for me was there he come out and Laurie Latanzio wasn't going to get the ball, but then he flapped a hand at it and he almost put it into the path of Laurie Latanzio when there was no danger. So fortunately, he gets away with the goal kick and goes long with that goal kick. Dorber in the air with Nagamatsu. Barbiero leaves a rock on the ground. Now he finds Satira. It's clipped in. Lynch does well. Franchisi now. A little bit of a back header. Walls finds Satira in space again. The young goalkeeper Zacharias quickly off his line to collect.
Walls maybe a little bit frustrated with Satira. Maybe thought he could have done been on his toes and got to that, but pass was long and it's gone out. And Zacharias takes the kick for the Adelaide City side.
Paul Pezos must be very, very warm to have taken his jacket off, I tell you, because it's still freezing here. Just under 15 minutes left here in the second leg. Noah McNamara. There was three guys to choose from to take that goal kick, and McNamara, in the end, he put it straight into the technical area.
I don't know if the breeze maybe played a little bit, and that's just picked up again. It's quite blowy out there, and once it had that curve on it, I think maybe the breeze really took it out.
Yeah, it's definitely playing a bit of mayhem again. The rain's gone, but the breeze or the gale force winds are still there. Nagamatsu hits that one on the turn, and did he scuff it? No, yeah, he did. No deflection. It took a weird trajectory at goal, and it's a goal kick. Laurie Latanzio, oh, he's beaten to it by Walls, who kept going. Barbiero picks it up, clips it in. No, he doesn't. Oh, Woodfin was there to strike, but so was Lynch to block. Gow goes all the way back to Fortunato. Again, that Adelaide City press, it's man on man. Ostrike has to go long. Satira's there with a rock. The rock wins out. Gow will pick it up. Walls clips one in, looking for Nagamatsu. That one's going to go all the way through to the goalkeeper, though. Oh. And Nagamatsu didn't really have to leave the arm there. He did.
I agree with you, Connie. He did leave the hand out, didn't he?
He didn't have to do it. No, it wasn't much, but it was enough just to cause, again, he wanted that reaction, I think, from probably knowing that the City players were going to stand up for the young goalkeeper. He looked for the reaction and he got it. Drums still drum and the voices still sing for both ends. Will we see a goal before the 90, David, or are we going to go into that dreaded extra time stage? Adelaide City have played their hand, haven't they? They've only got one substitution left.
It's hard to see where a goal might come from. I mean, this second half, the goalkeepers haven't, either end, haven't had as much to do or been threatened as much, I don't think. Well, when I compare it to the first 45, I felt the first 45 was a much more open affair with more chances in front of goal.
Chittadini looks to change that, though, and he gets into the box, he cuts it back. Nagamatsu's there! It's 1-0 to the MetroStars!
10 minutes to go, Connie.
The question is, David, how is the league-leading marksman free at the back post like that?
Yeah, he was unmarked, wasn't he? And he's tucked it away and put them into a 1-0 lead. And, you know, in the reflection of this second half, that Adelaide City will be feeling a little bit hard done by. They've had they've done well through this second half. They've matched their opponents after a tough first half, and the side that was probably better in that first 45 now find themselves 1-0 up.
Chittadini did so well. One way, the other. Nagamatsu jogging on the spot at the back post. He hasn't had his best night. Kieran Stokes has had his measure for most of it, but he lost him that time. He puts his team in the lead. He puts the MetroStars on the verge of that grand final with just 10 minutes to go. Adelaide City playing their final card, David.
Yeah, Alex Batistella's just come on for Matthew Dauber with 10 minutes to go, and see if they can rescue this, see if they can get a goal back and take it into extra time.
As that gale force breeze picks up again, it's in favour of Adelaide City going that way. They'll look to put the pressure on the goal of MetroStars to try and find that equaliser. Franchisi, that cross isn't going to do it though. Safely into the hands of Cody Ostrike. And those drums are getting louder, the voices are getting louder, but I'll tell you what, the roar when that goal went in was pretty loud.
There's a big crowd down there when they celebrated too, wasn't there? Large group of them there, so Adelaide City will just throw everything at it now, won't they? They've got nothing to lose. There's 10 minutes, potentially 10 minutes of their season left. So they'll throw everything at this, and MetroStars will try and hold them out.
Well, the MetroStars are going to make a change of their own now to follow that one of Adelaide City. Satira, does it look like Satira? It is. So Hamish Gow stays out there for now. You like that one? Gow for now?
That's very good.
Yeah, that was good for me.
Yeah, no, that was good.
But it's Satira coming off.
You get the encouragement award for that one, Connie.
Replaced by Lachlan Zappler. How tall did you say you think he is?
Don't know. He's diminutive. There's no doubt about that. But he's a wee firecracker, that one. And
I just wanted to hear you say "wee." That's all.
Oh, okay.
It's a long throw. It's cleared by Gow. Now it's Kilo. And Adelaide City regain possession, or do they? No, they don't. Oh, a rock could be in some trouble. No, the referee says play on. So on the yellow card that was very dangerous, here's Liai. He's got the pace to burn. Can he get himself into the box? Batty Stella, he's just come on. It's clipped in. It's there. It's Laurie Latanzio with a header that was delivered on a platter.
He just didn't quite get the power, did he? He tried to put it back across the face of goal, but Ostrike was already there and just didn't quite get the power on it. But what an opportunity for them. And a great cross by young Battistella, who's just come on.
Yeah, so that final change has nearly worked the treat there. You see that ball hold up in the breeze. Francesi's going to be there first, Barbiero second. Battistella, the fresh substitution. The Rock, Zappler picks that one up.
Oh, look at him go, he's quick, isn't he? The fresh legs. Oh, but his pass is wayward, it's gone out. And it'll be a City throw in the far side, which young Kylo will take.
So 5 minutes to go here. TK Shutter Reserve. Adelaide City's season could be over if they don't find an equaliser and force this to extra time. Barbiero looking to assert some expertise on this one and slow it down, but he gives it away. Rafael Liai, he's quick, but I don't think he's that quick. And there might be a yellow card or... No, it's going to be a warning for McNamara.
McNamara's already on it.
He's already on it. He's playing with fire. Oh, I'd love a fire, but...
You see Peter upstairs, he's got one going.
Strike will restart play with a goal kick. As that clock continues to count down. Under 5 minutes, 4 minutes left of regulation time. And apart from the goal, there hasn't been overall many stoppages. It's only been the substitutions, and
we did have a wee bit of a break for Hamish Gow. We did have a break for Red Nagamatsu as well. So we have had a couple that might extend injury time for a few minutes.
You think a second goal for the MetroStars would be more than enough in this late stage?
Yeah, I'll come out and say it with 5 minutes to go that if MetroStars get another one, then that's it, done and dusted. But I don't know. I sort of fancy City to get something out of this. I fancy City to get something. What do you think?
They've created enough to be able to... Yeah, until that whistle goes, you can't write them off. They've got the pace and the young Battistella, and now they've got Liai as well out there, so they've definitely got the pace to get in behind. And McNamara's on that yellow card as well, so he's got to be careful with what goes past him. You see Adelaide City almost reverting to sort of a back three when they attack now, with the fullbacks getting up high. They've got nothing to lose, have they?
No, not at all.
Go for it.
This is their season, the next 5 minutes, is potentially the end of the season, unless they can get something. I've just got this sneaky feeling.
McNamara gives it away. Lynch, AB, which is Battistella. As you can hear, Paul Bezos just getting his players to get through this last couple of minutes and try and find that equaliser. Barbiero puts pressure on and does very well. Barbiero, all the experience from Fabian Barbiero there.
Yeah, he's had a good one tonight, hasn't he? Puts himself about and uses the body really well. There's been a couple of times where he's just got the best of his opponent just through use of the body more than anything else. The wisdom of all those years, eh?
At one stage in the first half, he had 3 players he was holding off, which I don't know how he did it, but he did it very well. Here's Liai. Brazan has a go. Brazan can't trouble the keeper too much.
Too close to the keeper as well, wasn't it?
Play it out from the back, MetroStars, and then go long. Rock wins the header. Out for a throw in. It is amazing to see Fabi Barbiero, 40 years of age, still running things in the midfield for the MetroStars. Nagamatsu looks for that corner flag, does he? Not just yet, maybe. Yes, he does. Happy to go, but now he gets to the byline and a Rock's there. Oh, he's got to be careful, a Rock. A couple of challenges flew in there. As the 90 minutes is almost up.
Looks like MetroStars are readying Eduardo Castaneda. He'll come on and he might not even get a touch of the ball, eh?
Well, he's going to replace that man I just spoke about. 40 years old, still running rings around some of the kids half his age out there.
Yeah.
Fabian Barbiero. He's going to be relieved of his duties. And in probably 5 minutes or so, if the scoreline stays the same, he's going to lead his team into the RAA NPL Grand Final, where tomorrow we'll see who that opponent might be for one of these teams. Still barking instructions as Barbiero as he walks to the bench. Great person and a great leader. Here's Gao. He might finish it himself. Hamish Gao! Goes long, Zacharias. Liai. He's given a little nudge, but the referee says play on.
Good push in the back that was missed, but
Stokes couldn't get it under control and in the end just hooks it out for a MetroStars throw in. So we're unsure how long might be left to play here. Has it deflected almost into the net. A goal kick. We've been instructed, David, 6 minutes of additional time.
Well, that makes sense. Like I said before, there was an injury to Nagamatsu, there was an injury to Gao. Both of them would have been 2 minutes. There's 4 minutes, and then a goal celebration, there's another minute, so 6 minutes makes sense.
We've played one of those, so 5 to go. Liai gets there. Ostrike comes, misses it. Battistella! An open goal! All he had to do was get it on target.
Difficult angle, though, to be fair to him, and there was a bit of pressure on him, but yeah, man, he should have done better there. Should have at least got it on target, shouldn't he? And gosh, that's a chance squandered, isn't it, for the youngster?
And that might be the best chance that they're going to get. Ostrike came. In the end, it was Fortunato who nodded it away, and he even had Liai sitting on the 6-yard box all by himself, ready for a tap-in.
He did, but there was a player on the goal line for MetroStars as well. I don't think it was as easy as it possibly looked, but he should have got it on target.
4 minutes to play. A Rock will go long. Lutanzio picks it up. Looks for Pishkineri, but he gives it away. Zapla's there. The fresh legs of Zapla. Franchise's also there. He wins it back, so well done by Franchise. Walls. A Rock. Oh, it's turned over. Woodfin. MetroStars with the chance to finish it. He's got Chittadini. He's got Nagamatsu. Cuts in one way. Goes to ground. Penalty. A rash challenge there by Kieran Stokes, and tempers may well boil over here because the Rock's gone in again. He's being pushed away by Chittadini, but Christian Verdicchio has issued a yellow card. We get the benefit of the replay, David. What do you reckon? Oh,
I don't know.
There's not much in it at all.
I didn't think there was much in it at the time, and the replay hasn't convinced me otherwise. But look, the decision's been given. Nagamatsu's picked the ball up. Looks like he'll probably try and take it himself, and if he does, that'll be his second for the night. And well, that'll bury the game. That'll be it beyond doubt.
So it's going to be the league leading marksman. 17 goals so far throughout the league season and the final series. He's taken an almighty run up.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if Zacharias could save this. It'd be phenomenal, wouldn't it?
What's he doing? Goodness me, that's the strangest thing I've seen. But anyways, Ren Nagamatsu to finish the game. It's 2-0 to the MetroStars. I've been caught out this year, David, by saying it's game over, but I think I'm safe this time.
Yeah, I'd say you are, yeah. I think that's it. Done and dusted. Look, I think City had a chance after they conceded that first goal with 10 minutes to go, and they really pressed to get the equaliser. They had their chances there, and I had a sneaky suspicion they might get something, but then, you know, they just didn't get those shots on target, or they got them on target. They were just too close to the keeper, Cody Ostrike, and eventually MetroStars have pulled one back, and that's it, done and dusted. And I'm afraid Adelaide City won't be coming back from this.
So Ren Nagamatsu, after having probably the quietest night and probably not his best game for the season, he's ended up with a double.
Yeah.
He's put his team into the RAA NPL Grand Final in the 95th minute. Only 1 minute of the additionals to play. It's safe to say that as brave as they've been over the two legs, Adelaide City's season is going to come to an end as Nagamatsu's been put down behind play. Didn't quite see what happened there, but tempers are going to boil over here, especially with nothing left to play for with Adelaide City, and this took it out of hand very quickly. I think the referee's got every right just to blow full time here, doesn't he?
This is poor, unfortunately.
This is not how the season should end.
I get the importance of the game and I get the frustrations, but this is poor. There's only four judiciary out there. There's only four referees, if you like, and they've got this doesn't make it pleasant viewing, and it doesn't make their job easy at all. So it's a disappointing way for this game to end.
To be honest with you, David, from what I just seen, the MetroStars bench is well out of order there. 3 of their coaches stepped out of the technical area into the box. It's not what you want to see. They're supposed to be the role models of the game, and they've completely stepped out of line by doing what they did.
Yeah, I don't know how Christian Verico resolves this one. He's there with Daniel Faulkner, but there was so much going on there. Not sure how they resolve this, but a lot going on, and it's just an unfortunate way for the game to end. It's been good watching. I think Lachlan Sapler probably made the most of his tumble to start it all off, and then it's just escalated from there. But one yellow card for Daniel Bresson, a yellow card for
just the 2 yellow cards out of all that. I'm unsure.
But you know what? There was so much going on.
Yeah.
How could you pick, unless you saw something blatant, obvious, and pernicious? You know, how could you do anything else? It's and the benches are all mixing up together. I mean, I understand what you're saying about MetroStars, but Adelaide City's bench were all over here in the MetroStars technical area as well. So
yeah, and the Adelaide City supporters behind that goal carrying on the way they are, throwing objects onto the pitch. That is awful from them. The stewards from both teams now making their way around to clear the mess off the pitch. It's not how this game should end after the 2 legs we've had, David. The football did the talking, but unfortunately it's going to be the aftermath of what we just saw that's going to continue here. So
yeah, it's unfortunate, but yeah.
We've played the allotted 6. We're over that by a couple of minutes now.
We're still going to be here till about 10 o'clock, aren't we? Even though it's only going to be a 90-minute game.
Yeah, I'm unsure, to be honest, I'm unsure why Danny Greystone's actually still going on with the official. Just, it's finished now. I think Christian Vidicos just needs to blow full time here, and Adelaide City need to control their fans behind that goal. Simple as that.
Oh, he possibly will blow his whistle once this kick gets taken. Oh, what was it? I've forgotten. So
Yeah,
it was a free kick down here.
Yeah, look, there was lots of whistles.
Yeah.
If we could put some light back on this, I can't remember exactly. It was a few whistles. I think it was a free kick or maybe a throw-in.
Tackle in Lachlan Zappler, I think. He's awarded a throw-in, so no free kicks, a throw-in.
So we've seen a lot of action just for the throw-in. But the game will continue in the final stages here. Adelaide City go forward. Batistella can't get to that ball. Ostrike goes to ground, and there can't be long left here now. Well, we're in the 10th minute of additional time. Christian Vidico will end this one. And it's going to be, David, MetroStars through to a grand final.
Yeah.
And there is the whistle. So it's full time here. I pray and hope that nothing else happens with what we've just seen. But over two legs, MetroStars come out victors. 2-0 in aggregate, 2-0 on the night. Adelaide City's season is over. And MetroStars go through and look for that double, as we call it, the league. They've wrapped that up. Now they go to the grand final to become champions of the NPL.
Yeah, so grand final to look forward to next week, and we'll find out tomorrow who they play between Campbelltown and Modbury, who will play their game tomorrow, and the outcome of that will determine who MetroStars will face next week. But look, that ending aside, it was an entertaining game. I thoroughly enjoyed that first half. There was some nice attacking football. MetroStars really played some nice looking football through that first half. Second half a bit more even. I think Adelaide City got their act together in that second half. They shut MetroStars down well, especially through the midfield. Nullified that threat through that midfield in second half. Neither goal was really threatened through the second half that I can recall. Certainly not in the same way that the first half was. But ironically, that's when the goals came. We had two goals in that second half, both from Ren Nagamatsu.
Yeah, well, like I mentioned in the call, it wasn't his best night. But you know what? Good teams win ugly, don't they, sometimes? And you can't keep good players down. He's popped up with a double, put his team through to a grand final. And now we wait tomorrow, David, between Campbelltown and Modbury Jets to see who they'll face.
That's it, absolutely. And don't forget, folks, we've got State League 1 action for you too, and all in the FSA League's YouTube channel as Playford will play Blue Eagles, and Burculla face Salisbury for a spot in the grand final for which will eventually end up in promotion up to this NPL competition. But no, good game tonight. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah.
What game are you at tomorrow?
I'm promoting SL1 because that's where I am.
Right.
That's the big one. I'm at Burculla tomorrow.
Lovely.
Burculla and I've forgotten who they're playing. I only said it a minute
playing
ago.
Salisbury.
There you go. Thanks very much. Salisbury United. Yeah. So down at Jack Smith Park.
Well, David, I don't know what's going to happen next week. It could have been probably our last call together for this season. We've got the grand finals next week, so join us tomorrow. We've got 3 games that will be live streamed with commentary. 3 teams looking to go through to a grand final in those games, plus the State League 2 games where 2 teams will make it through to a grand final. And don't forget to join us next week as well for all 3 of those grand finals. The Friday night will be the NPL, and on the Saturday we'll have the State League 1, State League 2 grand finals live from ServiceFM Stadium. David, pleasure to do this with you tonight.
Thanks very much, Connie. The pleasure was all mine.
The late call up, and it was freezing cold, but we've gotten through. It's MetroStars through to the NPL, RAA NPL grand final. 2-0 winners on the night, 2-0 on aggregate. It's good night from TK Shutter Reserve. We'll see you next week or next year.
Next week or next year. See you, Connie. Thanks for having me.
sure you stay true to social MetroStars. The details on the match next week. We're there to watch our boys go for glory.